As a first time in history, the US government has shown direct interest in advanced anti-aging technology and is invested into bringing a real anti-aging pill to us regular people by the year 2022. This drug has the ability to genuinely postpone aging and to completely prevent the start of damage, which would result in humans not just living longer, but also enjoying a healthier life for longer. Even the leading longevity researcher, Aubrey de Grey, has shared his opinion on this revolutionary new biotechnology. Welcome to today's episode of AI News. In this episode, I will show you which kind of pill the government currently has in development, how it actually manages to stop the aging process, and finally, how little you would need to wait until you can get your hands on it yourself. The United States military says it is months away from starting clinical testing of a pill that is meant to stop or lessen numerous degenerative consequences of aging through an oral therapy. A major researcher in the longevity industry believes that it is superior than anything on the market in terms of lifespan and anti-aging. The United States Special Operations Command, which develops and deploys special operations forces around the world to advance U.S. policies and objectives, has completed preclinical safety and dosing studies in anticipation of follow-on performance testing of a first-in-class NAD+ enhancer, a small molecule drug being developed by Metro International Biotech. SOCOM and Metro Biotech plan to begin clinical studies in the 2022 federal budget year, which begins on October 1st. If preclinical investigations and clinical trials are successful, the advantages will include enhanced human performance, such as greater endurance and faster recovery from injury. This initiative is focused on increasing our soldiers' mission readiness by improving performance attributes that normally deteriorate with aging. These efforts are not aimed at developing physical characteristics that do not already exist in nature. They can certify that several Phase 1 human safety trials of a lead chemical have already been completed by their clinical partners. Metro has also begun exploratory Phase 2 research in various therapeutic areas, including the treatment of uncommon diseases, diseases of aging, and investigations on the impact of our substances on muscle energetics and human performance in partnership with SOCOM. These efforts are not aimed at developing physical characteristics that do not already exist in nature. This is about increasing our soldiers' mission readiness by improving performance attributes that normally deteriorate with aging. Essentially, they're collaborating with leading industry partners and clinical research institutions to create a nutraceutical in the form of a pill that will be suitable for a variety of uses by both civilians and military members, with the potential benefits including improved human performance, such as increased endurance and faster recovery from injury. SOCOM, according to Hawkins, has spent $2.8 million on this endeavor since its inception in 2018. In biology, a small molecule is a low molecular weight organic substance, many of which govern biological processes and frequently serve as the foundation for medications, such as pharmaceuticals. According to the Oxford Dictionary, a nutraceutical is a food containing health-giving ingredients and having medical value, essentially a dietary supplement. They explain that low NAD+ levels are connected to aging and a number of illnesses, such as mitochondrial malfunction, inflammation, and a variety of associated diseases. These levels fall as people age and stay low throughout illness states. Preclinical research shows that increasing NAD+ levels might reduce disease and age-related functional decline, lending credence to Metro International Biotech's theory that maintaining optimal NAD+ levels may help humans to live longer and healthier lives. Their company's aim is to develop small molecule therapies that take use of their experts' in-depth knowledge of the biochemistry and genetics of human aging and stress response pathways. Metro has developed a library of new NAD enhancers as medicines for the treatment of human illness and the preservation of muscular and cognitive function based on findings in these interesting areas of biology. Rapamycin, a natural antifungal antibiotic with anti-cancer and immunosuppressive action, is another possible anti-aging therapy that is now in clinical trials. Last year, the University of California, Los Angeles, collaborated with AgelessRx to begin the Phase 2 participatory evaluation of aging with rapamycin for longevity study, which aims to examine rapamycin in 1,000 older individuals. Aubrey de Grey's opinion on this one-pill-cures-all approach is not quite as positive as the government's. Resveratrol and NMN, like a number of other popular anti-aging supplements, have a proposed mechanism of action that revolves around tricking the body into thinking it isn't getting enough calories, causing it to engage in a range of metabolic priorities adjustments that slow the rate of accumulation of the self-inflicted damage that eventually makes us sick as we age. That is unquestionably an excellent concept. However, it is crucial to remember that such treatments cannot be anticipated to have anywhere near the same impact on human lifespan as they do in short-lived laboratory animals like mice. Furthermore, the impact will undoubtedly vary greatly from person to person. Such efforts, however, will undoubtedly save lives as a bridge to allow individuals to survive long enough to benefit from the much more potent rejuvenation medicines that are on the way. Life extension scientists like Dr. Horvath's study has found fertile roots in Silicon Valley. Tech millionaires are pouring money into the project, drawn by the prospect of perpetual life. Unity Biotechnology is backed by Amazon's Jeff Bezos and billionaire Peter Thiel. Its mission is to create therapeutics to delay, stop, or reverse diseases of aging. Calico, a clandestine life extension business in California with similar aspirations, was founded by Google founders Sergey Brin and Larry Page. They are joined by a swarm of traditional investors, drawn in by the widespread belief that there is money to be gained in potentially avoiding mortality. According to Aubrey de Grey, the influence of wealthy financiers has transformed life extension research. Another research endeavor fueled by big tech funding is the fight against senescent cells. These cells have lived to the end of their natural lives. However, instead of dying, they collect throughout tissues. That isn't always a negative thing. They perform critical functions in embryo development as well as wound formation. They can, however, release enzymes that are harmful to their surroundings, which can be the underlying cause of illnesses like arthritis. According to studies, mice that were genetically modified to be able to kill off their senescent cells lived up to 20% to 30% longer than their predicted lifetime. While Aubrey de Grey is ecstatic to see much of the life extension science he helped create come to reality, some thinkers are concerned about the consequences of a longer human lifetime. Brian Turner, a sociologist from Australian Catholic University, was recently asked to participate in the famous Oxford Union discussion in the United Kingdom on the question, should we live forever? And guess what? He said that we shouldn't. Supposedly, death and suffering have actually been the core of much of our highest civilizational products. Aside from environmental issues and the likelihood of unequal distribution of life extension medicines, he is afraid that individuals with longer lifespans may get bored. Many experts believe that a miracle drug to extend life is unlikely to be developed. It will instead be a steady process. More chances for further extension will emerge as the human lifetime expands.
We will reach what I have called longevity escape velocity, where we are fairly comprehensively repairing the damage of aging, and we are thereby buying time for us to get better at it, and then better again, and so on, and stay one step ahead of the problem forever.
So just to put that in perspective for the audience, does that mean that people watching today have a chance of actually living for a very, very long time?
That's exactly what it means, that most people alive today have, at least in my view, a 50% chance of never getting sick, however long they live. And I believe that actually the next few years, the next 3 to 5 years, are going to be the critical ones, because that's the period during which this already increasing, burgeoning understanding of the imminence of these technologies is going to really take off and become general. Most people will realize that these therapies are probably coming soon, probably in time for them. And that's the point when they're going to make changes to their lives as a result of expecting to live a lot longer than they previously expected to live.
So what is your opinion on this miracle pill from the US government, which is supposedly going to slow down our aging process and make us live longer and healthier lives? Do you believe that it exists, and most importantly, should it exist in the first place despite all its negatives? Please tell us your opinion in the comment section below. I would love to hear what you have to say about it. Thank you for watching AI News. We consistently report on the newest technologies that are shaping the future of our world. We'd appreciate you subscribing and watching our other videos. See you around and take care.